Hey, okay, everybody. Some of y'all know I have a small business where I sell portable cell phone chargers. I'm always on the go. I'm always public transportation for the most part, and even in the house I use these. But people, I want to do a quick tutorial. Funny thing, I looked up the definition of tutorial. Tutorial, relating to a tutor or a tutor's instructions. A period of instructions given by a university or college tutor to an individual of every small group. Well, I don't think you have to be a college in college to be a tutor. I think anybody can teach somebody something. But anyway, real quick now, the most common thing you will see it's backwards, so I can't use the paper. I was going to write it down. Let me try and simply explain. MHZ, I think it believes it stands for megahertz. Milliamps. I'm sorry, MAH. Let me write it down so I still know what I'm talking about. MAH. You're going to see on the back of your battery a number. It's going to be around 2 to 3,000. MAH. That's for milliamps. That's the capacity of your battery of your phone, right? This one's 2,500. Real simple. I'm just going to say 2,000. Okay. A portable battery cell equipped to, uh, it charges just like a cell phone. You use the small end, plug this into the wall or whatever you're going to plug it into. I can sometimes plug it in, whatever, it charges it. Matter of fact, I can charge it off my computer now. I like the ones, I only get the ones. I only get the ones with a light indicator. I used to buy the ones that were super cheap, but you only knew if they were full or if they had something in them or if they were completely empty. And that was completely useless. Uh, so I always get one with a light indicator, very helpful. Um, so this is how it charges. When you're ready to charge a device, you just use the same cord, reverse it, put it in the other slot, right? Now I can take my cell phone. I'm on the go. I want to play my radio. I'm at a park. Boom. Now I'm charging. It's real simple, real simple. So my battery is 2,000. This one happens to be 67,000, 6,700, 6,700 milliamps. This is what it has at full capacity, which means it could charge this battery 3 times, right? That's real, just simple math. 2,000, 6,000. So this is 3 of these. So that's the easy part. Now here's the difficult part, the speed. The speed is also noted on the good ones. It's going to tell you input and output, 2 amps max, 2.4 amps max. The input is 2 amps. The output is 2.4 amps. Now, most cheap ones, or the generic ones that you get with your cell phones, when you charging, putting juice in, it goes in at an amp an hour. You see what I'm saying? That's what that means. It goes in an amp, 1 amp. But this one actually happens to be 2 amps input. So it's gonna charge itself twice as fast as a cell phone would possibly charge. I'm not gonna get to the other cell phone. Let me just stick with this, right? So this is 2 amps. So 2 amps, an hour. I think how many amps? So I believe an amp is 1,000 milliamps. So this would take, if you get in juice at 2 amps an hour, which is 2,000 milliamps, it'll take 3 hours to fully charge, roughly, right? Output is 2.4 milliamps. Output, scratch that. Output is 2.4 amps or 2,400 milliamps an hour, right? So remember, this is only 2,000, and this can replenish 2,400 milliamps in an hour. So it would take less than an hour with the phone off. That's another thing. So it take less than an hour to charge a battery because at 2.4 amps output. Okay. If your phone is running, remember, you off, it took me longer, it took juice. If you're using your phone, if you got a lot of apps running on your phone, data's running, that could be music like Pandora, even your navigation, you steady checking your Facebook and all that stuff like that. That takes away, you know what I'm saying? I usually charge, when I charge my phones, I usually cut them all the way off. Like, oh, this, I can't really do nothing with this phone. Let me just charge it up. And so okay, so that's sometimes dictate. And then the most important thing that people, the cheapest part is the most important part, right? You're trying to get from one device to another. But if your cord, if you don't have a good cord excuse me, if you don't have a good cord with a good connection, right? The electricity can't flow back and forth. So you got to make sure you got a good cord. The thicker the better, the sturdier the better. That way, because if you got let's say, like I said, if you got 2 amps trying to go to here, and this can take it, but your cord can only handle 1 amp because it's frayed or it's cheap or whatever like that. The connection's not as good. It's still gonna take you 2-3 hours to charge your phone. A lot of the times people say my stuff takes so long to charge. I guarantee you 7 out of 10 times, 7 out of 10 times, it's probably just your cord. So, like I say, real quick, when you're trying to shorten that. Okay, so when you're buying a cell phone charger, this is what you want to look for. Most typical cell phone batteries are between 2,000 to 2,500 milliamps. It's going to say MAH on the device. Now, this particular charger, it has to be 6,000 milliamps. So this charger can charge this cell phone battery 3 times. So that means I can be all my day on the go, and I don't have to worry about charging my phone. I can charge it 3 times with this. Okay, they're real simple to use. Use a standard cord. Put the small end when you're charging it. Put it into whatever device. When you're ready to charge, flip the cord, plug it into your device. Now this is the battery, and they're convenient. Like I said, I'm starting a business around it. I hope I answered some of your questions, and I hope to see everybody with one soon. That's the end of the tutorial.